Good evening and my humble pranams at the holy feet of revered Lalaji Maharaj, revered Babuji Maharaj, revered Chariji Maharaj, revered Daji Maharaj, and all elders of our mission. Okay. Now I would like to tell you a small story connected to the our divine message of Babuji Maharaj. So that story goes like this. Once there were a couple in London, foreign country. They got newly married. The wife, the woman, she used to move with a lot of boyfriends. That is her weakness. But this poor husband, who is a good Samaritan, he used to watch her daily activities. So she will be moving with her friends to the clubs, pubs, dancing there, drinking, and whatnot. And finally, in the late night, she will come home. But the husband will never tell, never blame her, and he will serve her. And again, in the morning, she will go along with her friends. Like that, it is going on. This what is called scenes are going on. But one day the husband he catches her and asks her, "My dear darling, I have been seeing you since our marriage. You are not at all carrying me. You are carrying me tuppence, and you are always going with your boyfriends. I don't know where you are going and what you are doing. Why you are treating me? I am your husband, legally wedded husband. Why you are treating me in a low profile?" He asked her. Immediately, the wife, the woman told, "You see, Mr. Husband, husband, as you say, I am having a lot of boyfriends and going to and moving with them. Rather, I am in their company always. And I don't have time to spend with you, take care of you, or give you comforts. I'm very sorry. Forget me. That's all." Then the husband again asked her, "Why are you going with them when I'm here? A loving husband. Why you are going with them? And what is the purpose?" Then the wife says, "You see, my dear, I don't know whether you are loving me or not, but all friends, a lot of friends, they love me. They deeply love me. Therefore, I want to be in their company and I am going with them, enjoying my life. That's all." Then the husband told her, "You see, my dear darling, don't believe those friends, your friends. They are not good. They are loving your beauty and not you. This is reality," he told. Then immediately she got back and then told, "Don't talk like that. Shut up. You don't know how much they are loving me. And I know their love towards me. And you are number one jealousy fellow. You have jealous for them. That's why you are speaking. That's why you are restricting me to go with them. Don't be selfish. So don't be jealous about them. Like that, she curses him and she disappears without listening the words of her husband. And the husband says, "You see, dear, one day you will realize what I am telling today. Yes, till then I will wait." So, like that, the days goes on, went on, went on. One day, what happened? This woman, she got a terrible disease, severe disease, and she was bedridden and became unconscious for a couple of days. And the husband was terribly moved by that, terribly worried about her health and life. He brings so many doctors, and then he had given treatment to her, his wife. After a couple of days, the wife, she is completely, she, her illness was completely cured by the doctors. And that day, she she wakes up from her unconscious state of existence. She wakes up. She opens her eyes. And to her utter surprise, her husband alone is with her, beside her. And she was shocked to see him alone. Then she asked him, "Hello, why you are here with me? Where are my friends?" Like that. The husband said, "My dear, all your friends have come here. They have seen your face and then they have disappeared. Went back. Nobody returned again to have your company." She got annoyed, terrible, went into a blind panic, and she told, how is it possible that my all friends disappeared? Not even one friend is with me. What is this tragedy? Like that, she was screaming. The husband told, "Wait, wait, there is a cause for it." Okay? So he goes and brings a mirror, small mirror, gives it, gave it to her, and told her, "Darling, just see your face in the mirror. Then you will understand everything." Immediately she took the mirror and saw her face in the mirror, the reflection of her face. Immediately she jumps in shock. "Oh God, what is this? My face is completely disfigured. I am unable to see my ugliest face. My face has become so ugliest, so worst. What is this? I don't understand. I cannot tolerate this." Like that, she is screaming. Husband told, "Don't worry, darling. Don't worry, darling. My dear darling, don't worry. Nothing has happened to you. You are all right. You don't worry." Then she says, "What is this? If my face is like this, nobody, how can I move with my friends? I cannot move with them. I don't know what to do. I want to leave this world." Like that, she worries. She cries. Then the husband says, "Don't worry, my dear. You are after all my wife. Of course, you have done some mistakes out of your ignorance. I will forgive all those mistakes, and I want to keep you in my bosom heart. I will protect you. I'll take care of you. I will give you ultimate happiness throughout your life." Like that, the husband says. Then she asks. Then, then, then he says, "You see, dear, I told you once, if you remember, all your friends are loving your beauty and not your self." Then she says, "I agree with you, my dear darling. I have done a great disservice. I have done a great misery, caused great suffering to you by my ignorance and egoism. I have given you a lot of inconvenience. I beg you pardon." Like that, she hugged and kissed. That is a story. Because here, what we are learning is not mere beauty or mere exposition of knowledge and wealth. A man may attract people, innocent people. But once all these things goes away, nobody will come to him. That is what? Now, let us see. Let me read what Babuji Maharaj says about the real picture of those great masters in the world, what they are doing injustice to their followers by show off, by their show off. Okay, now let me read. Babuji said, some people take a very erroneous view of faith. They believe that faith alone is enough to solve their problem of life, no matter what the path they have adopted or the guide they have submitted to might be. Nothing probably can be more misleading than this absurd belief. It is ever possible for a man to reach Calcutta by taking up just the opposite direction. Can a man ever become a selfless saint by submitting himself to the guidance of a self seeking impostor? Can a man ever free from the bonds of attachment, prejudice, and pride by following a self conceited hypocrite, inspired with the feeling of attachment with the worldly objects and of self aggrandizement? We must never be led away by a mere outward glittering aspect of a thing, but we should go deep into it to discover reality at the bottom. Inducement based on outward show of knowledge, eloquence, or power promotes blind faith, which in most cases leads to disastrous results. A conscientious man will never allow himself to be led away blindly into delusion by such false impostors, which have no So, which have no real significance in the field. Blind faith is no doubt greatly advantageous only when the path you have adopted is by accident the right one, and the guide you have selected is really the proper person of the highest caliber, who is devoid of all feelings of attachment and pride. Your unshakable faith in such a master shall then lead you to the farthest limit of spiritual attainment, for you shall then associate yourself with the reality. That's all. I think you would have understood what Babuji Maharaj has said. Therefore, we have to we have to use our discretion. We have to test the master, whatever may be the condition of the master. We have to test, and then only when you come to a right, righteous conclusion, right conclusion, and then only we have to follow such genuine masters. Otherwise, we will be thrown in the company of self-imposters, fake masters, by simply cheating us by his wealth, eloquence of speech, knowledge, power, majority of followers, all these things. That is, that will, what is called, that will create a kind of attraction in us. And finally, will those imposters, they will throw us in the bottomless pit. So we must be very, very careful in spirituality. That is what Babuji Maharaj is telling. And I am thankful to you and grateful to you, as you are my more than my kith and kin, all the abhyasas in this mission. And your love and affection and your encouragement, your support to tell about, to speak a few lines of the divine messages of the great masters. And I must be always, I must be thankful to you. That's all. I take leave from you. Have a nice day. We will meet again. Till then, Om Shanti.